England sitting here. So I'll catch myself on that one before you lean over and go, it's not my home team. Absolutely, okay. From an English perspective then, looking at their chances going into the competition, change of coach, talked about change of format, their chances.
I'm not sure what they're using the tournament for. So I don't know, I think if they're using this tournament for building to getting to Tokyo, I can see them just trying a few different things, seeing what patterns of play work and who of that England team works well and then could be part of the GB team.
Okay.
But I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping they're actually going to go out and play and express themselves. But no, we'll see. It's interesting. You've got 3 debuts players that are coming into this, so yeah, it's a big stage to come onto. We'll see how they do. But then, like, you've got Middleton, Mikey Horse back in, so, and David Condom is in as well, so he's a bit of a legend. So I think, rambling on a bit, I'm hoping they're going to go and play the tournament to try and win it. But I think, yeah, I'll see after the first game as to what England team is going to be in the tournament.
Sorry, I was just going to say, it's really interesting that was the first point that you came up with, because I spoke to Danny Carey last week, did an interview for him, and he said this is the best squad they have available, so he has picked the best players, so that with the intention of going and doing well, not building for other tournaments. So, because I think it's really fascinating that that's the first thing you went for, and that was the first thing he said to me when I asked him about the squad, that, as I say, this is the team he feels, from how they've trained since he's been in charge, that is best equipped to achieve what their targets are. He wouldn't tell me what their targets were, classic Danny, but exactly what you've just said, it's about what they're using it for. They're using it to do as well as they can.
That should make for fun hockey to watch then. So that
yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
My only fear for them is that, looking at the squad list, those 4, it's the last 4 players have all got under 10 caps. So if they do finish in that crossover, and then you've got the extra game, and then you've got the physicality, and those players are having to do more. I get it. I understand every player has to start somewhere, absolutely. But do you think there's a depth of talent issue when you compare it to some of the other sides? Some of the cap numbers in some of the other sides, there is no lack of depth across. I mean, the Netherlands is ridiculous, but some of the other sides, huge numbers.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough one, because it's chicken and egg, isn't it? It's the best way to learn international hockey is to play it ultimately, and they're going to have to play sooner or later. I think Zach Wallace did well in the games against Belgium. Jack Waller's got some tournament experience because he's played a lot for the under-21s. He's played in Malaysia in the under-23 stuff, and he's played in the Junior World Cup, so he'll have some exposure to what that's like. Whether their conditioning is up to the level of some of the others is it's hard to know at sort of 19 and 21 years old, having made their senior debuts 50 days ago. But I don't know, it's kind of, they've obviously done something in training that Danny really likes. Jack Waller's a sort of a classic Danny player, in that he doesn't make many mistakes. He's got good game intelligence. He knows how to play several different positions, and he doesn't do a lot wrong, basically. And as you'll both know, played far higher level than me, but often international hockey is about who can make the fewest mistakes. So a player like that is exactly what Danny will want. So I think in that respect, he'll probably do quite well. But I think you're right, that sort of, you look at some of the Belgians, for example, they're like 24 years old and they have 175 caps, and you think, that's frightening, that level of experience. But at the end of the day, they've got to get it somewhere, so they might as well have a go at the World Cup, see how they do.